Hello everyone. This is Venus Kalita going live on the YouTube side. We just came over. Traxxer's here with me live. You're gonna hear his voice. Hi Traxxer, say hi to everybody. Again. Okay, Traxxer, tell everybody what you're up to. I've been in there opening endeavors for the first time. I'm gonna still say it my way. I'm so sorry. What are you doing in there? What are you doing in WoW right now?
I'm just leveling a new dwarf to play. It's a paladin. It's not a classic dwarf, but it's the dark iron.
Oh, nice.
And while doing that, I'm here to chit chat and to make this fun for you.
And that you definitely have. Thanks so much for spending time. So, although we've been gaming for a bit, and I'm totally sucked in on doing the endeavors because I'm gonna have to open them up on my Alliance side as well. So, maybe I'm gonna do that right now first, and then just so that it's fair for my other players, because that guild is more active, and I didn't realize that was me. But hey, everybody, look at my my new look. Or I should say an original look. One of my very first transmogs in the game. I love this shirt. I love it. So yeah, there's me. I'm going to wave at everybody just to welcome you in. Wave.
Hi. That reminds me. Did you check out the new transmog system?
No. Oh, yes. That's how I saved this look as look number 1. Am I going to lose all the looks I put together over the years?
No. Those are saved as the custom outfits.
Okay.
And you can create, I think, next to unlimited amount of those outfits. But you have separately the main outfits you can buy and switch freely between.
Okay. Yeah, because I love this. So I saved it first and left the other one blank because I wasn't sure. But it is, yeah, this was one of my first looks ever, and I just love it.
In the new system, you can have several of those outfits saved, and you can also make those outfits automatically change. When you go into the rated dungeons, you can have one setup for that, you can have one setup for city, and also you can have one setup for your home.
Oh, right. You can say where you want to show up like that.
Yeah, it's called situations.
Situations. Yes, I saw that. I found that really weird to call it that. Let me just see if anybody's online. Sorry.
You're coughing a little bit too much. Are you properly hydrated?
I made some tea called Buddha's something, and it's kind of like got flowers in it. I think it's a white tea, and it has a little bit of a fruity flavor, so I'm going to drink that. Okay, that was good. Okay. I put a note. I'm gonna open the interview. So, I don't know if I showed you what I've done. Okay, so I have the green Murgle pet. Look, I put him on my bed. See that? Don't worry, I already took screenshots, so you don't have to watch me do that here. But see, he's so cute. There he is on my bed. I enlarged him as big as I could get him. I haven't decided if I'm disturbed by how he sits on my pillow. Maybe I should make him a little smaller, but for now. But here's what I did in my bedroom. Look, do you see this wall behind my giant table where I put the 2 chairs scooched right close together? I made a maze. And there's little different things in it. So when you go in, you have to go left or right. Are you busy right now in a dungeon or something? Or do you want to tell me where to go in the maze and see what we discover? I won't tell you where to go. You have to tell me where you want me to go. How about... Okay, so when you finish what you're doing, let me know. And until then, I'm going to eat my dinner. So I got this little, it's like a triangle of like, it's tuna, done by, it's like by a Japanese place. Actually, she's South Korean, but she does like sushi and stuff. But she wraps this big triangle of like rice that's wrapped around the tuna, and then you wrap a big seaweed around it.
You just reminded me. I have also a sushi box.
Oh, go eat it.
I wanted to have it for dinner.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about it.
What time is it for you now? It's midnight for you. Have you had dinner yet?
Not really.
Do you want to go get it and eat?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, stop, go do that. Hello, Fanrose. You're here, meow meow. So Fanrose, now I've got a really good idea. Trax and I were listening to your song. And definitely, you're hearing me open up my dinner. Trax is gonna go get his dinner. We're eating Japanese food tonight. We're having sushi stuff. Wrapped in seaweed. And, so Fan, now, you should know that there is a Choose Your Own Adventure I made like a year or so ago. You have to go way back, like to the 400th, number 400 and something of my shows, where I did a Choose Your Own Adventure where we traveled to South America. And I put Latin music in it. So, you can check that out if you're bored. But, listen, we're gonna play a game, Fan. I made a maze inside of my NELF house. So, this is the house that I built for my NELF, which is my night elf. This is her here. This is her bedroom and everything. I put the outdoors indoors. She loves outdoors. But here, this maze, you have to decide where to go, because I don't want to tell people the secrets of my maze. I want you to decide where to go. And every dead end is dedicated to a different one of my characters that I play. The only one I don't have fully represented is my Drain Eye. I might give her her own room. I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff from Drain Eye stuff. And if you look close, I'm going to show you up close. This NELF of mine, different character from the other one, she has like a miner's hat on. So she's got like a little, like a lamp on top of her head. And hi everybody. And so she's going to wave at you to say hi for the night. Hello, Finrose. Hi, Traxer. Here we go. Traxer, as soon as he's back, we're going to do the maze. So somebody's going to tell me. Yeah, okay. So here I am. I've got my miner's hat on. And I am ready. You guys are going to tell me, do you want me to go left or right? Which way? Because I built a maze in my house. Sorry about the echo.
So, let's first start with right.
Okay. Forward or right? Thanks, Ben. I think maybe the echo is because I was leaning too close to the microphone.
Maybe.
Do we keep going forward or do we go to the right?
Let's go forward.
Okay, so if we go to the right, we get a wall. We're going to turn. Okay, so now we have a choice. We can either go to the left or the right.
Let's go left.
Okay, if we go left, see there's a mirror here. And you can see there's so many things over there. So now we can go forward. And now we can go this way. Do you want to go into door number 1 or do we want to ignore it?
Let's try the door.
Alright. Behind this door is where my human rogue and my human warrior can hang out. So here we go. When you open this door, it also blocks you from going any further. See that? You have to turn back. So you have to shut the door if you want to go to the other side. So here's my hidden dead end for my humans. This is their living room. I see. I'm gonna try to. This is just a little room. It's got a little sofa. They could lie down and sleep here if they need to. And there's no TV, but they do have books. over here. So now, do you want to go back the way we came, or do you want me to shut this door and go forward?
Shut the door and go forward.
Alright. So we go forward. And now we have a dilemma, right or left?
Let's try right.
What did you say, right?
Yes, right.
Oh, okay, so hang on. I'm going forward. Okay, so I'm turning. Now, so again, okay, so there's only one way to go here. We can either go back the way we can, or we're going to go to the right.
Let's go with the right.
Okay, look at this little hallway. It's a tiny little skinny hallway, which eventually I want to put a swishy curtain here. When you go in, this is what you get. A floating demonic evil book with a glowing fell torch. And I imagine my little gnome warlock, this is where he can come to get some reading in. Study his dark arts. I don't know if I'm going to get a carpet one day to put down there, make it everything really dark. But I like how he's a gnome, right? He doesn't need a lot of space.
It's nice little cozy warlock space.
Yeah. And I want to put like a drape or like a carpet, something to make it a little darker even. But for now, I like it. So now we're coming back out. The question would be, are we going back the way we came, or are we going to go to the right? Oh, wait, Rose, what did you say? You want to go left? Oh, so coming back here, Rose would send us to the left. So we have to go up and a turn. Look at this. So this little corner, he's going to stare at you while you walk by. Do, do, do. Let's look at him. Do, do, do. Do, do. Big ol' eyes. And so now we ask again, left or right?
Where do we go? I think left.
Right. I mean, left is correct. Okay, so we're going to go forward. We have two ways to go here. Do we go to the left or the right? Right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, left or right? Right. Rose says right.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we're back at the owl. So now we're going left or right?
Left this time.
Okay, because we already went to the right, we're going to go to the left. And look at this. You made it back to the beginning. You're free. But you did not see everything in my dungeon. Or, I mean, not a dungeon, my maze. There are 4 key other things to come across in there for sure. Do you guys want to go again, or should I move on to something else? Oh, I do have to open the endeavors for my group.
Yeah. You can go open the
Okay.
endeavors.
Thank you for playing in my maze. I hope you like it. I think that's an original thing for someone to do. And there are other little areas in there that haven't been found yet by you guys.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm glad when people see my show, my small humble channel, they can get something original out of it. I really love the housing and the decor. I am a afraid, as much as I love the new looks and the NELF House looks, that I don't want to lose. Rose, I don't know if you've seen my house. I love this. I used the gardening stuff to make my outhouse look like more discreet. I made my own, like what I found with lilies in there. But I'm afraid if I switch my house to an elf house, that I lose this area. And I really like my forever Christmas tree in my outdoor room. So I don't want to lose it.
You can still play it as one of the night elves that came as a refugee to Stormwind and gain like for their style.
I just love it. I just love it. So I don't know. Okay. I'm going to go open our... Now, I become a bird on this character, Rose. So now I'm a beautiful bird. I'm very elegant and not fat at all. Now, this we're coming up to. Beautiful tulip farm. This is Marson's area. She is the person that if you were in our guild, she would do all the raids with you. She comes in. Oh, look. I'm at 62% with the vacuum cleaner on the Horde side. That quest is popping up here too. Is it one decision for all my guilds? It can't be. Okay.
No, it should not be.
Okay. So we got this. Decor treasure hunt. Ooh, circular elven table. Let me just see. Okay. Let's find a lady here. We're going to open up the endeavors. What's this? Neighborhood? Renaming? No. Hang on. What does this say? What endeavors do we have available? Oh. I only get to pick one. It's okay. The mechano-gnomes.
Grumbles, mechano-gnomes, and ethereals.
See, the grumbles give us coffee.
Yeah.
The mechano-gnome, technical expertise. Consortium, void storage. I don't know. I kind of because here on this channel we have Marcus Blackwell. He is a mechano-gnome. He's into mechano-gnomes. I'm gonna pick that. Just because, like, Marcus Blackwell, we're dedicating this one to you. Why not? Okay, so hang on.
I would go for ethereals because I don't like mechano-gnomes much.
Oh, look at this! Look at how electric it all is. See that knob at the top here with the lightning bolt? That's what I put inside my Horde House Christmas tree to make it all lightning. Oh, I never showed you that. Have you ever seen the upstairs of my Horde House?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Oh, I should go back and give you guys the tour. It's awesome.
The lower part.
Oh, I need to have the green things for all these. There's so much we could do with this. So we have 37. Oh, we lost the gazebo though, but we have all these party lights. Oh, Rose, you're here in time for a street party. Okay, but I need to find out. What are we doing here?
Yeah, and when you in the endeavors reach certain point, it will change the neighborhood further.
That makes it interesting to look at. Look at this. We have little steaming geysers. That's hilarious.
That's funny.
Like barbecue pits or something. I don't know. That's funny. But I'm not seeing the quest givers. Why is that?
I'm not sure those things are exactly quests. Because if you open the list for the endeavors, you should have the activities listed there. And if you do those activities, you should get the rewards.
Be a good neighbor. Okay, so in this case, it doesn't cross over with the Horde because the Horde has 2 here and this has none. Okay.
Yes, yes. You see those 3 points on the line?
The points on the line? Yeah.
Yeah.
Milestones.
Yeah, those milestones is where the center where the endeavor is placed will change further and unlock more stuff.
Okay. So we need 100 good turns. Housing experience. I do need the housing experience because otherwise I'm stuck. Okay.
Yeah, the endeavor is good source of it.
So in this case, do I have to go through? Okay, let me just check one
You
thing.
need to take a look at the list, as I told you.
Yeah.
Choose activity and do that activity to get the
Oh.
reward.
But see, Stormwind. You can go to okay. Treasure hunt. Oh, I never did find the treasure here. Where trees have no roots, the gate has no door or hinge. We'll call for treasure. I don't even know. Okay, well, if you guys want, Fanrose, I don't know if you would be interested in a choose your own adventure story, but I wrote a choose your own adventure. Traxer was picking, he made it through, he survived it last week, so I wonder if you would like us to play another round of that. Or if you guys would like to play Game Na.
We can make Fenros choose.
For the choose your own adventure? Okay. I think what I'm going to do is because I'm not seeing any quests on this side, and what it's showing me are the quests for the Horde side. So I'm confused as to what that means. So I just want to like bail for now. Because it's giving me the Horde quests, not Alliance stuff. So I don't feel like going through the portal right now. So I'm gonna pull out of the game for now. I've told everybody in my guilds what's going on. So I'm gonna exit for now. And I'm gonna open Fanrose if you like. I'm gonna open up something different. So I'm gonna bring myself up. I'm here. I'm here. Okay. And I'm gonna just close this off for a minute. So you're just gonna we'll just talk. What do you guys want to talk about? Is there anything on your minds that you just like to just will shoot the breeze? Oh, she's heading out soon. Okay, that's great. Because, Finn, we'll get you started. You'll start the story. Oh, hello. And then 3 minutes is perfect. That'll be enough time. So I'm going to pull up.
That should be enough.
That's enough time.
I finished the story.
Yeah. And then, so Traxer, you're just going to hear us read the story. And then, because there's so many endings, I have so many endings, that we could play it more than once. Maybe not on the same day, but I don't want to bore you, but we can play it more than once. We also have the Festivus game. So this is called the Cog Splitter. The Clockwork Quest of Maximilian Cog Splitter, or Tink Whistle Gear Grid. So, Fanrose, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but you're going to be Tink Whistle Gear Grin. You're going to be Tink. This is a choose your own adventure story that I wrote back before Christmas. You are Tink Whistle Geargrin, a clever mechanical gnome with a whirring copper heart and a mind powered by arcane circuitry. You awaken in your workshop in Mechagon, sparks crackling around you. Today is the day you've been waiting for. Your creator, Master Gearwright, has vanished, leaving behind only a cryptic message. Find me beyond the gears of the world. Your internal compass pings with curiosity. You pack your wrench, your pocket lightning generator, and your reliable squeaky boots. Outside, the sun glints off polished metal towers, but before you can begin your search, 3 possible leads buzz into your mind. You're Tink, Rosie. Okay, choice number 1, you can visit Rust Bolt for clues. Choice number 2, you can search the scrap fields. Or choice number 3, follow the arcane signal. What would you like to do, Tink? Okay, I'm going to repeat those choices one more time. 1, you can visit Rust Bolt for clues. 2, you can search the scrap fields. Or 3, you can follow the arcane signal. Choice number 2, we're going to search the scrap fields. The scrap fields are dangerous, overflowing with malfunctioning robots and rogue creations. But Gearwright often tested inventions there, and he may have left a clue. We're going to risk it. You're going to the scrap fields. Scrap field danger. Beep, beep. You shuffle through piles of discarded inventions. Suddenly, a metallic roar. A rogue mech dragon leaps from the junk heap, glowing eyes focused on you. Bzzz. You spot 2 possible options. Do you use your pocket lightning generator to overload the mech dragon? Or do you climb inside a half-broken shredder unit and attempt to pilot it? What will you do, Tink? Do, do, do. Beep, 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 beep. Use your pocket lightning generator or climb inside a half-broken shredder unit. Brr, brr, brr. A dragon on her first try, yes. This mech dragon is Metal and Fury. You're going to try to put it in overdrive. Okay. Tink Yergrin uses her pocket lightning generator to overload the mech dragon. Overload in the scrap fields. The mech dragon's metal jaws snap open. Gears grinding like thunder. You yank out your pocket lightning generator, a device so unstable that your creator once called it brilliant, dangerous, and statistically likely to explode. Perfect. You twist the dial to maximum zap, point it at the charging mech dragon, and fire! A blinding burst of crackling blue lightning arcs across the scrap fields. The dragon convulses mid-pounce, its wings sparking, eyes flickering like broken lanterns. For a moment, it seems like you've won, until the lightning is suddenly absorbed. Uh-oh. The dragon's eyes flare bright gold. Uh-oh. It roars, roar, this time louder, and releases a sudden surge of stored electricity. Bzzz, that blasts outward in a crackling shockwave. Bzzz. You've thrown back into a heap of scrap metal, your vision flickering. Bzzz, bzzz, bzzz. Your internal diagnostics report. Left arm slightly melted, optical lens smudged, ego bruised but intact. Boop, boop, boop. As you sit up, the mech dragon staggers, overwhelmed and unstable from the overload. Sparks burst from its joints and you realize it's gonna blow! In the chaos, you spot 2 ways out. Do you try to hack the mech dragon remotely using your wrist console to trigger a controlled shutdown before it explodes? Or do you run like a gnome whose gears are on fire, diving into a nearby scrap tunnel for cover? What do you do, Tink? Hurry, Tink, before we all die. Eagle slightly damaged. Boop, boop, boop. Choice 2. We're gonna run like a gnome whose gears are on fire, diving into nearby scrap tunnel for cover. Boom, 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 boom. Survival first, dignity later. Go, Tink, go! Boom. The scrap tunnel escape. Survival first, dignity later. You do not hesitate. You do not strategize. You do not even look cool doing it. You run. You sprint across the junkyard, boots slapping against rusted sheet metal, gears rattling in your pockets like panicked maracas. Behind you, the mech dragon's core begins to scream. A rising metallic shriek like a dying kettle. The ground shudders, the air vibrates, your eyebrows consider relocating. You spot the narrow scrap tunnel, basically a long pipe made of questionable metal and even more questionable stability, and you throw yourself into it. Shoop. You tumble. You bounce. You hit at least 3 important organs and 1 emotional weak point, and then ka-throom! Heat rolls through the tunnel, followed by a shockwave that blasts loose bolts past you like deadly confetti. The mech dragon detonates in a colossal bloom of blue fire, boom, sending pieces of its plating pinging off the tunnel walls. Ping, 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 ping. When the rumbling fades, you lie perfectly still. Alive. Sooty, but alive. Slowly, you crawl out the far end of the tunnel and survey the crater junkyard. The mech dragon is nothing but scattered scrap and gently smoking regrets. You adjust your goggles, cough out a small cloud of dust, and mutter, "Whoa, that's one way not to die today." And with a shaky but determined step, you head back to your workshop, because there are always more mysteries to solve, more gears to fix, and absolutely more ways to almost explode. And the technical retreat concluded. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is run like heck. Ba-boom! Rose, you survived the story! Congratulations, Tink Gear Whistle. Ready for a replay? Traxxer, do you want to do a version? Or should we move on to Game Now?
Oh, sure, I can do.
All right. You survived. Boom, I survived. Actually, I like that for a title for something. Boom, I survived. Oh, wait a second. Always it's fun with you guys. All right, hang on. I'm writing something down. Boom. I survived. All right. That's going to be a title for something. I'm going to workshop that later. All right, Fanros. I think that was a funny one. That was great. You survived. All right, we're going to go back. This time we've got Maximilian Cog Splitter, so I'm going to call you Max. And Traxxer's going to call the story fan. You get to enjoy the listen. All right. Traxxer, the Clockwork Quest of Maximilian Cog Splitter. You are Maximilian Cog Splitter. I'm going to call you Max. A clever mechanical gnome with a whirring copper heart and a mind powered by arcane circuitry. You awaken in your workshop in Mechgon, sparks crackling around you. You feel like you're having deja vu, but not quite. There will be new adventures awaiting you. You realize that your Master Gear Right has vanished. You see his message, and you've got to figure out where he went. Because the director of this story told you, that is what you must do. Would you like to visit Rustbolt for clues? Would you like to search the scrap fields? Would you like to follow an arcane signal?
Let's follow the arcane signal.
All right. Maximilian, your internal sensors detect a faint arcane signal pointing toward the mage's quarters in Stormwind. Why would a mechanical gnome need magic? Only one way to find out. You're going to follow this arcane signal to Stormwind. The mage's quarters buzz with arcane energy. Bzzz. A young mage examines you with curiosity. You're not like the others, she says. Your creator left this with us. She handed you a folded map. It was marked, Seek the Titan Archive beneath Uldamon. Do you take the Griffin to Badlands immediately? Or do you ask the curator what Gearwright wanted with Titan data?
I ask around.
All right. Here we go. Maximilian decides to consult the curator. You turn away from the Griffin Roost and make your way deeper into the Mage's Quarter. Spires hum with arcane energy. Zzz, glyphs float lazily through the air. And a few apprentices are arguing about which explosion set off the last explosion. Inside the tall violet tower of the Curator, you're greeted by Magister Aloria, a calm, silver-haired mage who looks you over with polite curiosity. A mechanical gnome seeking Titan secrets, she muses. Your creator did indeed visit us. He had unusual questions. She leads you through a hall lined with floating books and animated quills. Lorianus. Bring file G247, Gearwright, Master Tinkerer, she says to a quill, which flutters away like an annoyed bird. Moments later, the file floats to her hands. She opens it. And your gears whir nervously. Inside are sketches of the paradox coil, star charts, and entries like temporal lock mechanism unstable, Titan archives show risk of linear collapse, Tink whistle prototype required, summon Maximilian Gearwright. You blink. Boop, boop. Prototype. Magister Aloria snaps the folder shut. There's something you need to know, she says gently. Gearwright wasn't just studying Titan technology. He was searching for a way to stabilize you. Your copper heart skips a beat. Before she can explain, the tower shakes violently. Bookshelves rattle. Windows shimmer. A void rift tears open above you, swirling with purple and black energy. Vroom, vroom, vroom. A distorted voice booms. The data belongs to the void. A void echo creature steps through, shifting, swirling, its limbs shaped like lost shadows. It reaches toward the file Aloria is holding. She shouts, Maximilian! It wants Gearwright's research. We can't let it take it. The creature lunges. Do you grab the research file and run, leading the void creature away from the mages? Or do you stand your ground and use your arcane conductor lens built into your chest cavity to channel Aloria's mage fire into a combined blast?
Choice 2.
What did you say? Choice number 2?
Number 2.
All right, it's extremely risky, but potentially very powerful. Let's see where this brings us. Dun, dun, dun. The Arcane Conductor Gambit. Highly unstable, mildly heroic, very flammable. Aloria shouts over the roar of the void creature. If you can channel my mage fire, do it now! Your internal systems do not like this plan. Your Arcane Conductor Lens Model G27 Beta Edition flashes an alert across your HUD. HUD. Warning, not rated for direct mage fire, serious risk of melting, or combustion, or melting and combustion. Boop, 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 boop. You ignore every warning. You're getting good at that. Feet planted, arms braced, you pop open the shutter on your chest cavity. The circular lens hums, zzz, spinning to life, zzz, zzz, with a rising as Aloria gathers raw mage fire between her palms. Blue, crackling, dangerously hot. Ready? She yells. No, you reply truthfully. Throw it anyway. She hurls the mage fire. Foom. The world turns white, blue. Shh. The impact nearly knocks you off your feet. Your gear screaming. Your rivulets rattling like The lens pulls the mage fire inward, channels it through your core, then amplifies it far beyond anything your designers would have ever approved. Your voice modulator shorts out. You scream in 3 different pitches simultaneously. The void creature rears back, sensing danger too late. Discharge now! You slam both palms forward. Boom! A blinding column of pure arcane power erupts from your chest, engulfing the void creature. It shrieks, its form shredding like paper in a hurricane, tendrils dissolving, its torso imploding inward, and the creature collapses into a swirling void sphere that snaps out of existence with a soft pop. Silence. Smoke drifts from your chest cavity. A tiny flame flickers where your conductor lens used to be. A lawyer rushes forward. Are you functional? You cough. Out a puff of glittering arcane dust. I think I tasted colors. She laughs in relief and lifts you upright, carefully, because parts of you are still glowing warm. You saved everyone, she says softly. You look down at your chest, now missing several non-essential pieces. I'm gonna need so many replacement parts. She pats your shoulder, and I'll help you find them. You beam, slightly lopsidedly, but genuinely. The heart of mage fire. You stood your ground, Maximilian. You risked everything and unleashed a blast worthy of the Kirin Tour, even if it cost you a few screws. Dun dun dun! You survived! All right, I got 2 very living subscribers. All right, is there anyone else out there who wants to get in on this? I think that was. How did you guys feel about the stories? I hope that was so much fun. It was fun for me to deliver, and fun for me to hear you guys giggle.
That was most certainly fun.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm hoping that my small budget of 0 on the sound effects is working very well for what we paid for it. And I hope you enjoyed the story. So you guys, I've got enough little endings here for us to play this for a few more weeks. But if you'd like to switch to something different, because I know, Fan, in your case, you're going to be leaving soon, but thank you for listening to the stories. I had so much fun delivering it. This is what Tucking and Chill Night's supposed to be. Just hanging out, having fun, chit-chatting. But I also have something else. If you guys don't feel like playing Game Nod tonight, I found something from a bachelor party questions. If you take any innocent question and put the word "in bed" behind it, it turns things into a little bit different. But I have all these questions, and instead of just throwing it to the recycling bin, I could ask the questions. I don't know if that's dangerous territory, though. Or I used to be able to get on Roblox. For some reason, they blocked me, but if we could get on a Roblox. Fan Rose, have you seen You've Got to Go, yeah? All right, take care. Have a great night. Thanks for spending time with us tonight. Yeah, take care. Have a good night. That's awesome. I'm so glad you're having fun with this story. I'm not even writing a new one right now because this one was so big. And there's so many endings. But we've had fun. We haven't even gone through all 3 of the first choices yet. But both of you picked the scrap fields. I found that interesting. You're both explorers. So I'm gonna put this one away. What else can we do?
Oh, I got to update other ones. I'm having some errors in game.
Is this distracting for you while you're playing?
Oh, no. I'm only leveling the character, so it's nothing super serious.
Oh, good. Okay. So then I'm going to ask you next question. Would you rather get a tour of my Horde house, Belf house, or no? You kind of see my Belf house. I didn't add on rooms there, but you haven't seen all the Horde house, I don't think. Or I could do the Festivus Game Na, which was the game show. What else can I do? Or I could go into, there are romance stories in Steam and I could like narrate one. Or I could just like doodle backgrounds for the color therapy stuff. You said you like red, so I could show you guys what I'm doing to make the backgrounds. In Krita. Have you seen Krita?
Oh, no.
Do you want to see me just like doodle, like just, it's just like color blocking backgrounds for these, um, the different color meditations I'm going to be launching soon? For
Yeah,
the,
sure, it would be fun.
okay, yay, something different. So I found Krita, through a Udemy course, and so instead of paying to do the course, I just looked up what program they were using, um, and I'm gonna start a new file. Well, maybe no, I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna show you one thing that I made. The first thing I did was a doodle to just even see if I could like do one, like use it. I'm gonna put it here. I guess before you met me, I was actually starting to show people how I draw, badly because I haven't done it in a long time. But I want to get back into it so I can make my own assets or at least my own background, if not my character. Because I just don't ever want to pay the price that I paid to have my avatar ever again. It's too expensive. So I want to try to do my own stuff when I can. And also because I keep getting dinged with copyright. And I'm always disputing it and I'm winning. But it's just that bother of having to dispute things. So here is the background. So I doodled this in Krita. I'm gonna put myself to one side. I'm gonna shrink myself down again. So I was doing pink today when you and I were talking earlier, when you were still at the end of your shift. So that's why I'm holding a pink feather. But I kind of like how I look right now, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. But so this is. I mean, I'm not an artist. I never took classes for this. I come from a generation that felt artist starved, so I was not encouraged to do art. But I'm trying to figure out the difference between working with my hand and working with a mouse to make pictures is really upset because I need to feel what I do. I'm a hands-on person, but I've decided, like, maybe this is not the kind of thing I can make money off of, but to make my own backgrounds and nobody can say. I kind of really like this tool with the three pencils in one so I can see gaps. I kind of like the idea of papyrus, linen, like painted linen and that kind of thing. So this was, I need to make this a little smaller. So I'll make one in front of you.
It looks good.
You think it's good?
Yeah.
This was my first attempt trying to figure out how to do stuff. Thank you.
Especially for the first try, it's
Yeah.
relatively solid.
Thank you. Like it's meant to be background. Like I'm trying to read the tips they say and sort of play with it. Okay, I have to do just a little more here. I'm gonna start a new fire, so you're gonna see me make one of my backgrounds. And I don't want to show you what I was doing today because I want that to be a surprise. Um, but I might as well just show you guys what I do. So this is new. I downloaded this from Steam from a general site for free. You could buy the full version. This is a demo version, so I'm limited. But I'm trying to do as much for free as possible and show people what's free so they can do things free. Because life is just too expensive. So yeah. Um, and so like of course I know at some point I want to copy this and then build on top of it. Because how's this doing? Okay. So I think that's the best. Okay, I think that's the best I can do it from sort of in the middle. Okay. Yeah. So that's the idea, just to have. And I'll just talk to you from here. Traxxer, is there anything? Well, since I have this up, and thank you for being my supporter and cheering me on, because I'm just learning. But so this is a background that's not going to be in any of my videos, but so it's here tonight with me. An asset I made myself. So Traxxer, I know when it's midnight for me, it's noon for you. When it's noon for me, it's midnight for you. But we get to share some time under this same moon. Ta-da!
Nice.
Is there a topic you would like to talk about while you play? Anything on your mind? What types of memes do you want to see? What types of videos would you like to see? I know you said deep reds was your favorite color, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So if I didn't write one for red, I'll have to go back in and do that. And then you said second to that are blues and greens. And blues and greens, you can see I'm drawn to that. Blues and
Yeah.
greens, so here they
Those
are.
includes are colors I feel alright in, but it's mostly the colors that all the people around me
They like it on
that
you.
I am good in. But personally, I really feel good in black and red.
Black and red. And that's the colors that I live in. And if I'm not in like black pants, I've got like the darkest blue jeans ever. Yeah. So this is it. Do you want me? Okay, so I had these questions from this bachelor party game. I don't know if you'd want. I don't know if this is appropriate. I didn't read them yet. And I also have books of sayings, like just life sayings. Do you want me to read you sayings and see what your opinion is on it, or that's too personal? We don't have to do that. Or you could do random things, or I could
Or
look
should we can do the sayings.
the sayings. Okay, let me find one of my saying books. Okay, here's this calendar I had from childhood. It's from Friendship is for Keeps from Hallmark. And they're like by Betsy Clark. There's like memories. I don't know if you have those brands over there. And there's like friendship quotes. Somebody gave this to me as a present. And I kept the calendar because I did plan that if I had had a daughter, I would put the pictures inside picture frames to put on a wall. But I haven't had kids, so I just keep it. I just can't throw it away. They're so pretty. But I was going to turn these into some of my heartwarming memes. But share your thoughts with us, if you please. Friendship is for keeps. Whenever two hearts cherish it together.
Well, on that topic, I would say it's true because when you find something in that friendship that makes you happy, it's something you should keep and you should develop further.
Aww.
That's my point of view.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for me, a hard thing was when I was a kid, I was raised kind of strict and we weren't allowed to just hang out. As soon as we were old enough, we had jobs, and before we were old enough, we worked in the family business, helped out around the house. And so friendships for me were the people I saw when I was at school, and that's what I was taught. Talk to your friends when you're at school. Except that there was a point in high school where, because I was from a small town, most of the same people from grade school went to the same high school, went to the same university. Everything was local. Most of us went on to the same three institutions, so for a lifetime, we were around each other. And what someone said to me in high school was, and it was a growing moment for me, we see each other at school, it doesn't make us friends. We work together because I'll get an A with you, but it doesn't make us friends. Friends hang out after school. Friends have sleepovers. Friends hang out. Now, I played sports and I went to dance class. I got to do all those beautiful things a lot of people don't get to do. I was given all the things for the well-rounded life, but when you play sports, you're not really having a conversation. But you're hanging out and you have these emotional things in common. Winning or losing. Crying, screaming, happy, But it's not the same. And that kind of hurt for me. But there were also kids raised like me, so I more continued on friendships with them as we got older. For a while, we all grew apart. But I did have to learn, it can't be one-sided. And I was blind to the fact that some things were one-sided, or you do more work than the other person. Or I learned about, I didn't have the wording for this until recently, transactional, where the only way they're in your world is if they can use you for your car, they want to ride, they want to borrow money, they want you to feed them and their friends, but if you're not available for that, they have no time for you. I had to learn about that. So when I see when two hearts cherish it together, that hits me harder because, yeah, a lot of people we meet are not cherishing you or what's happening, how it makes you feel. It's not considering both. So, yeah, I think that's a strong one. I don't know if these are too deep, but I don't want to bore you. I'm just flipping through pages randomly because I'm sitting in the dark. Okay. Okay.
Just further away from me because I'm not much of
Not a facade.
my answers will be really short in this kind of things.
That's okay. Economical with words is perfectly fine. Yeah. Okay, actually, it's funny that I open to this when I'm online with you because you do this for me. So just a little friendly praise can keep your going on cloudy days. You do. There's a couple of times where I was feeling a bit down or like self-conscious about something and you cheered me on, including when I showed people this picture and you gave me a compliment for as a beginner. Like, you have that talent about you to bring somebody up, to make them like keep going. I like that about you.
Do you have some like is good? My experience is that I am most of the no, not exactly most of the times, but nearly every time I'm always someone who is one supporting the others, but next to no one supports me, which
I'm
is a little bad.
I'm hoping I break that streak. I think Fan Rose will break that streak. Carrie Mage, who's Voodoo Hunter here, he'll break that streak. He's a really good guy. Get to talk to him more whenever you see him when he does come online. He's a really good guy. So I hope you feel supported here. Because you're in for a lifetime of me picking on you now. Alright. I'm flipping through. Let's see what I find next.
I am a guy who finds enjoyment in some kind of social work.
Social work.
When I help others and stuff associated with that.
Okay, so I have a question. Are you a guild master yourself in WoW, or are you just a guild officer?
I used to be guild master for over 9 years.
Nice. What was the guild called?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't remember anymore.
Did you give it away or did you erase it?
I erased the guild because it has fallen apart.
Okay. Yeah.
It was because of some social interactions within the guild.
Yeah.
It broke.
Mine kind of had something happen, but I don't want to talk about it because we're past it. But I'm very sad that my Horde guild is so small. But I'm very happy that who's still there has been there since the beginning, kind of. Or very close to the beginning. So that always gives me, like, the feels, you know? The loyal people that have always helped each other.
That's the best kind of thing. When you have a tight, friendly society.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to read all of them, but here's one more. Just knowing that a friend's nearby can help to keep your spirits high.
Yeah. That one is pretty truthful because when you don't have anyone supporting you, you can first feel lonely and with no feedback, it can you can feel lost and also not worth doing anything. You can start feeling lost, and when you have someone to support you or just to give a comment on something you do, it's nice.
Yeah. There's a couple times I felt like even in streaming, you haven't seen them yet, but Hero Flame, if you ever see someone called Hero Flame in our YouTube side feeds, they're the first person to ever talk to me inside a chat space. And for me, I was a couple months in, I did my debut, no one was there, but I also didn't know anyone, like in my real world, my physical world, friends and family that I know, they're not into the computer stuff at all. So there was no way to get them to watch And they want to stay private. So, and I understand that. So it's more some of my gamer friends that came in first, and Magnus was the very first one, and Pumpkin was the very first one. But they don't actually see my shows when I'm live, because I've lived in a lot of different provinces of Canada, and Canada is so wide that like Italy fits in Ontario 10 times, but then I was like 2 or 3 Ontarios away from where I live now. And I've gone creeping closer and closer to Toronto and New York over the time that I've been playing WoW. I've lived in 4 different provinces all across the middle of my country to where I am now. And so for me, I moved a lot for work because I worked year by year contracts for most of my career. I couldn't get a job in the city, and there were 2 recessions in a row right after I finished university. None of me or my friends or my siblings who had master's degrees could get a job. We were all working for our parents' family businesses, immigrant families, doing, digging ditches, digging triple mix, which is cow manure, was what I was doing. A friend of mine, I don't want to say her ethnic backgrounds, but like basically she said, well, since I'm this background, I might as well drive a taxi. Another friend said, yeah, I'm back to waiting tables, but at least I meet guys. I'm digging ditches and standing in cow poop. But we're doing what our families did to survive in a new country after the war, Second World War, when they immigrated, right? To get away from poverty. And so we're like, what do we do? And I looked around at my friends who were teachers, because if you could get a permanent contract, that's the best job you can have to me in Ontario if you're not like a surgeon or something super important like who can save lives, or the prime minister who gets millions of dollars a year. I'm never going to be that person. But my friends who were teachers had benefits and a chance to have a retirement package. I don't think I'll live long enough to be able to retire. I don't think with the life costing what it is I'll ever retire. But it's good to know I'm putting towards that. And I have the medical benefits is the thing that my family as immigrants never had here. So I'm the first one to get it. But to get it, it took me 20 years. I didn't get it. Like some people who had parents who were principals were hired right out of graduation, but the rest of us were ignored. So I went contract to contract around Northern Canada in the reserves, in places where people don't want to go. That's why the jobs were there, and that's why they pay you more. But what I didn't know about it is 60% of my paycheck was paying for residence. A lot of money went to shipping in food because you need shipping containers. And they might be in conditions sitting on docks and sitting outside and being indoors that temperature changes so much that by the time you get food, things that are supposed to be fresh fruits and vegetables are rotten. Milk turns. I've even seen mold inside the wax paper of cereal. So, like, the conditions are bad. So, just because a shipment finally gets there doesn't mean it's edible. So, and then I lived in places where there was poison water supplies. 3 times I had emergency evacs, which is why I finally, during COVID, got into a city on a road with police and like nurses and doctors and movie theaters, water and food down the street. I could look at it from my window and see a place I could get food. And I hadn't had that the whole time I was in the north. So I'll never go north again. But I certainly understand how people are living up there. And when I see them picketing around, like our town halls down here in Toronto, when they say we don't have water, people don't understand that people are dying because there isn't clean water. And if you try to bathe in it, you're going to burn your skin. If you drink from it, you're going to burn your insides out. It's killing people. People as young as 50 were dying, little kids were dying. And people don't know that about Canada, because if you listen to some of what comes out of the United States, I'm not saying I love my American friends. They know I love them. But sometimes leadership people are the minority who make decisions, and they make commercials and they tell you things. And so everyone's like, Canada should share its water. Canada shouldn't be allowed to hoard its water. Water should be for all people. It's from God or nature, and it shouldn't be theirs. But we've got a lot of lakes that you cannot drink, you cannot bathe, you cannot fish in it. There are no fish. The fish are dead. Like, it's poisoned because of mining byproduct and nuclear waste dumping grounds that now they put people on treaty lands that They say they forgot what they put there in the years before we were born, but somebody knew. I don't think they forgot. And then people are dying early. And I was almost one of those people. And I was very lucky to get evac'd out. If you're evac'd, it's a helicopter. You're not allowed to say no. It could cost you $40,000 to $60,000. So after 2 evacs, all the money I saved to buy a house in old age was gone, and I'm starting over. And I was starting over during COVID. My parents were beside themselves. Why are you so far away all the time? But it took a long time, and I applied every single year into the city schools, into the school boards before I could get down south, and that was tough. So, but my friends who went overseas to teach ESL, they weren't able to pay off their OSAP loans. OSAP is like the government loan for people to get a university education, and then you owe it back in the next few years once you leave school and are supposed to start working. But most of them were not getting able to pay it back. They weren't making enough going overseas. That's why I stayed in Canada and traveled around in the north. But you have to save your money. It's kind of like an actor. They get paid for the movie they're on, and then until they get the next movie, you have to live off that. And so for me, every summer, I had no job. It's not that I didn't look for jobs or go to temp agencies, but like no one's going to hire you for a stable job because they know in September you'll leave again. So this kind of thing was going on. But I finally, during COVID, because people don't want to move, people are leaving apartment buildings and other people aren't moving in, they're afraid, I was able to get into the city. I was like, thank God. And I left the north. And God bless everyone who's still up there because it's a hard life. And if you're not a hunter or a gatherer, really, I don't know how you do it. A lot of people depend on a minority of healthy young people who are carrying everybody up there. And everything, the prices are crazy. The amount of money for food or for milk for your kid or is just so inflated because of the cost of the shipments. And then that you have no guarantee it will be good to eat when it gets there. Means a lot of people depend on types of food like canned food, which is so full of salt, ice creams and stuff that, don't perish. Well, if it doesn't melt on the way, I guess. Like with junk food, the non-perishable stuff, which isn't good to eat as your main diet, is the main stuff. If you're not a hunter or a fisher, like you've got to have someone in your family willing to get off their butt every day and go out every day. You can eat very well if you do it, but if you don't do it, you're not going to be eating. Yeah, unless you've got money. And there's not a lot of jobs in the north, so not a lot of people will have actual money to buy what's coming in. So that's another one. But for me, going up north, I did it for a while. But just around before, like I say, year before COVID hit, I found that writing letters to my family, because there wasn't Wi-Fi in your homes, there wasn't TV in your homes, they just don't have, nobody puts up cell towers to give the Wi-Fi to the north, right? So you're relying on 1 or 2 hard line, telephone, fax lines for business, government business, school business, and the rest you're out on the land or I don't know what you're doing. Some are able to use the Wi-Fi off the school building to do things like Facebook was popular. Something low-key that you could do on an iPad if you had one. And that was it. They weren't giving out, there wasn't enough feed for people to have it in their homes or TVs in their homes. It just wasn't there. So I literally had a couch that I sat at my window and my TV was the window and I'd watch sun up, sundown. I'd look at the sky, I'd look at the stars, I'd look at the moon, look at sunrise and sunset. That was my entertainment. And that's what I looked at. I was out in nature a lot. But even though I could phone my friends and I could phone my family, I found that it wasn't enough to hear their voices anymore. I'd been up there too long. And what became too lonely, even in talking to them wasn't enough. I needed to see their faces again. And I finally kind of flipped a switch and decided it wasn't worth it anymore. And I took a chance and I quit. I went through all the right channels to do it, to leave the job, but I said I have to see my family. I want to see my friends. I'm missing weddings. I'm missing funerals. I need to see their faces when I talk to them. There was just a point where I needed to see them face to face and see them in person. A voice wasn't enough anymore. So yeah, because my spirits are way too low and the isolation. I wasn't a young kid when I first left home for school. I was not missing home. I was excited for the adventure of all the new stuff. There's a point where that ran out and it's like I want to go home. I want to see my family. I want to see my friends. I want to see what I know. I want to see a movie. I want to see the doctor. I want to know if I'm still healthy or am I dying and I don't know it. Like I just wanted to go home. And that like not being able to see a face with the voice, even though I could talk to them on the phone, there was something
Yes.
about there was something about
Face-to-face contact is something a little bit else.
yeah. So, and even with my guild, a lot of us have met in person at least once, had a meal together at least once. I traveled a lot because I was traveling back and forth for work and seeing my family every year. That I visited a lot of my friends that I've gamed with. Some whole groups, some couples, some just on their own. And some of us met up in different parts of Canada or even different parts of the United States, where we've actually met. And even if we're not like necessarily gaming anymore, we see each other on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. We're in different places together, different people, different pairs of them with me, and we still talk and remember our good old days in WoW. But it was I have at least seen them a lot of them once in person at least. Like so, there's the real face to the name and the voice. And I don't know why, but it just that connection was more to know that like that real person is out there and okay, you know.
Yes.
So yeah, I used to do that.
I'm so sorry if I'm a little bit too quiet, but I'm not feeling chatty tonight.
That's okay. You know I'm always talking. You did a lot today. Wait, it's for you like 1:20 in the morning.
Yes, yes.
Are you ready to sleep?
No, no, no. I'm still not tired.
Okay, so what are you doing right now? Dungeons?
Oh, I'm doing quests.
Oh, you're questing. Is it the endeavors or something else?
Oh, no, no, no. I'm leveling the character I was talking about previously.
The Dark Iron Dwarf?
Yes, yes.
Okay, here's the last one for the night. At favorite times, we always find favorite friends are kept in mind. Do you ever have someone that drifts into your thoughts when you're busy doing things? Like involuntarily, you didn't mean to think about them, but it just kind of came around?
This kind of stuff does happen. Yeah. Not sure what are the gigs that about, but yeah, this kind of stuff is something that happens. I think next to everybody.
Yeah. Is there any? Well, I guess that's too personal for the whole world to hear. But what is the thing you're doing? Is there a particular thing you do when this happens? Like, is it when you're working on a car? Is it when you're gaming? Like, when is it that it sneaks into your head? For me, I find it's when I'm cleaning the house.
Mostly some kind of manual work.
Oh yeah.
When I do something, when I lift something heavy or when I'm working for a longer time, something a little bit monotonous, then I do get the drift around in my mind, and sometimes that leads me to thinking of something or someone.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm ready now. Oops, I lost my body there. I'm gonna put myself down on the side. So, Traksha, you like dark reds. You like reds. So what I'm gonna do? So I'm in Krita. I'm in a free demo version of Krita that I downloaded for free. I came across it when I was looking at a possible Udemy site because I want to be able to start making my own assets. This one here in the background was my first try at it. I really like the idea of the parchment work colors. You can see the background. So I like the layering that happened in the sky here. A little bit with the moon. Maybe I did too much with the moon. I was like trying out different things and shaping and stuff, and I just found that I really like a particular set of the 3 pencils together. Makes the kind of a look I want. So, and all I'm doing right now today is I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to pick the texture here. This is what I did last time. Texture 1024 times 1024 8-bit sRGB. I don't know what any of it means, but I think it just works for me. So I'm going to use this template. So we got something new going on. And I'm going to make this smaller so you can see what this looks like. Here we go. And move it down this way so you guys can see what I'm working with here. So what I'm going to do is just, I guess the simplest possible thing I could think to do to have an asset, a background for me. And the way I'm making it work is I can justify because I'm making color themed, what do you call it? Meditation videos right now. They're going to be a lot of fun. They're a little different than ones I've done in the past. Basically, if you guys can see the one that's the square and blue, that's the 3 pencil crayons together. I like the idea. I like the look of the grainy texture as if we're looking with a papyrus, a scroll, painted linen. I like that. And you see this triangle up at the top corner, on the top right corner. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to pick a color I'm going to mess around with. We're on the spectrum here. Okay. Traxxer, do you want me to do streaky lines or do you want me to try circles? What kind of shape is your favorite shape? Do you like soft lines or jagged things?
I like triangles and squares.
Really? Okay. So I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna mess with this. Let me see what. Oh, I know. There's something here called a square.
And see what you can do.
That's a different kind of I'm no Picasso, but okay. I got some going on here.
Already looking like some kind of modern art.
Oh, I'm glad you think so. Yay. Now, because I'm going to do something called red, because I actually have written a meditation video for black, but I'm not sure if I did red. I know I did purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, pink, and black, and brown. I don't know if I did red. It's funny if I would have forgotten that because that's a primary color. But okay, I'm going to be playing with different. You said triangles and squares?
Yes.
Do rectangles count as squares in your mind?
Kind of.
That's a no. It's alright. Oh, look, it's a face. I made a face. Okay, now I gotta make faces. I'm so sorry. I gotta do it.
Oh well. It's gotta be what it's gotta be.
I'm sorry. But I might scribble over the whole thing later. I just don't know. Okay. I don't see a triangle over here. Polyline tool. Oh man. No, that's a no. I'm gonna get out of that. Where do I forget how to get rid of it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Save as. I'm gonna just call it Red Traxxer. Everything's getting a name today. Okay, I have to fix this. How do I get rid of you? Oh no! It took one away. Okay, I'm gonna change the tone. House. Hello, how are you? We've had major blizzards. We had so much snow that 2 giant industrial dump trucks with a giant yellow Tonka truck, like you know that Tonka truck with a big shovel on the front, filling it. And then they brought in a giant industrial sized snowblower truck thing. And then the little truck came in. It took them 2 hours. And we still can't see the concrete for a parking lot. But they were able to move some mountains out of here so that we can reclaim some parking spots. How's the weather where you are? Ooh, you're going to be very snowy with some ice. Do you have any salt or sand you could put down? Oh, so just so you know, Whispers, there is a Choose Your Own Adventure story I wrote. If you would like to play the Choose Your Own Adventure, we could bring it back up. What I'm doing right now is I'm using Krita. It's a free download for the demo version, and I'm playing around with different shades of red to make a background for a meditation video I'm going to do. With I'm doing color theme meditations right now, which are going to pop every couple of days in February. And I'm deciding that I really like the 3 pencil crayon look here, which is a little bit see-through. I'm going to just layer stuff. I might even lose what I originally did, but just to play around with it. The triangle thing didn't work out. It doesn't have a shape of triangle. It just gave me the shape of square. But it does have paint filler. Let me see another shade of red. I want to use this really dull one. Where's that paint can I saw? Oh, here we go. Traxer, when you look at this, is this disturbing you? That's not calming, is it?
No. It seems mildly creepy.
Okay, I gotta do something else. I'm gonna just keep layering it. I'm not gonna give in. I'm gonna see what I can do here. Whispers, if you'd like to suggest anything, you can. Right now we're using the theme of red squares. I don't know where this is taking us, but we're just going to play around with it for now. I am hoping that the finished product will be more soothing than disturbing, because I don't want to like give you a nightmare. Oh, what just happened? Oh, okay, I can change the size of it. I just found that out right now. Let's put you back where you came from. Hey. I feel like I'm looking at a very child's thing. Ugh. So Whispers, is there anything you'd like to talk about tonight? Anything at all? Traxxer's doing World of Warcraft right now. And endeavors are open. I've opened them for my guilds. Luckily, I figured that out. Hopefully, people will be reading up for my notes. Okay. So, also we learned that Fan Rose loves Spanish party bus music about cats. Meow meow. Me gatino. So I'm just dragging and unclicking to do what I'm doing. Has anybody been binge watching anything lately? I've been binge watching Charlotte Dobre. She does a lot of like, am I the a-hole bridezilla, or coworker revenge, or like roommate revenge stories. So I found it funny to watch her stuff lately. Okay. So Traxxer, is this a bit of an improvement? Is this
This looks much better.
much better? Okay, I'm working on it. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna brighten or soften something out here. I'm gonna do this. It looks like someone got in there with lipstick now. Look, I got a nice one in. Oh, that's okay. So, basically what I was just saying, Whispers, is that I'm trying out something new, because I want to make my own backgrounds for my videos, and I'm doing color videos. So I'm using Krita, which is a free program that I'm using the demo version. That part's free to make my own backgrounds for these meditation videos. And right now, Traxxer's favorite color is red, deep reds. So I'm trying to make what's supposed to be a relaxing image with reds using Krita. And the first version I came up with was kind of nightmarish. Usually I was just making streaks before. But if you tell me your favorite color, we'll see if I can't make a version for you. And the other thing was, I did write a Choose Your Own Adventure. I also have a game show called gameshow. It's based on World of Warcraft lore, and it's based on like Wintervale because it's dated now, but we never did use it. So if you'd like to play a game show question and answer, we can do that. And until then, I'm just showing people how I'm making the backgrounds myself. Just because tonight's a tuck in and chill night. I don't have to do any gaming. I was on Twitch earlier doing World of Warcraft. Traxer's still there. You can hear Traxer's voice too. So if you have questions for Traxer, or you like to talk with Traxer about any subject, he's commenting on any quotes we want to. We did some friendship quotes today. Getting deep and heavy. I've also been naming my pets after my followers. So if you'd like me to go in and name a pet after you, we can do that too. I'm not so disturbed by what's happening now. I think I do have to cover up the original stuff.
To be frank, I'm not sure what's happening myself right now, but this looks much better.
It looks a lot better? Okay. I guess I'm just gonna stick with squares. Something with roses? Okay, Traxer.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with this and then I'll switch to roses. Traxer, looking at the shades that I've used.
Yeah.
Actually, you're right, because I wrote a lot about fire and stuff, but we'll see. I don't want it to be a bloody mess. Shades. Do you like the shades that are the darker here or the bright? Do you want me to go brighter? Or do you want me to stay darker? Or more muted?
You can go a little brighter for sure.
A little brighter? Maybe a sunset? Okay, Whispers, are you here for a couple minutes? I'm just going to finish something for Traxer and then I'm going to make one for you. Traxer, do you see the big square over my head where I'm leaning? Is that too bright? Is that too bright?
That's alright.
That's alright? Okay. That's cute. Okay, so Whispers, would you rather have... I guess I could do a sunset with rose bushes at the front. I feel like it's the attack of the lipsticks, but I don't mind this color, actually. Okay, what do you... should I do one more of the bright...
I was thinking more about bloody red, but this will do.
A blood red.
And the name you used, attack of lipsticks.
You want the attack of the lipsticks? Okay. Attack of the lipsticks. Okay. I'm so sorry. The things just come out of my mouth. I don't hear it in my head first. Okay. Okay, Red Traxer is now being saved as... Okay. Attack of the lipsticks. We're going to save this, and we're going to make a new file for Whispers. A sunset with roses. I was gonna do the color orange, so okay, so file. We're gonna close this one. This is the other. I had done this before, so file. We're gonna close this one. These are stuff I've done so far. You'll see the pink one later. You've seen the green one already. I'm not gonna show you my comic. It was weird. So we're gonna do a new one. I'm gonna use the texture template again. So we want a sunset. We're gonna do oranges. Let me find it. I find oranges are usually too dark in this. Okay. There's circles. This is how I made the moon. There's a sunball. Okay, I need to get out of this. Okay, I don't want that anymore. I don't know what this is. We're gonna find out. Ooh, how about that? I'll put it in the water. Maybe I went. Maybe I should have gone to skinnier. Usually in the north when I saw oranges, it was always against like a steely blue. So I'm gonna do this. And then the sky. I don't know about the sky. And more movie colored. Oh shoot, my son. I don't remember what the first color was I used. Shoot. What's this doing?
It was fun on me, but I'm getting a little sleepy. I think I will call it quits.
All right, thanks, Traxer. Thank you so much for today.
See ya.
See you. Have a great night. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Traxer, for being here today, giving us your time and your voice and your thoughts and your fun and your support. I love it. So have a great night. So ends tonight's Tuck It In show with Traxer, but I'm still here for a little bit longer if anybody needs. And I don't know how to get out of this brush thingy. Oh well. Gonna just that'll certainly make the orange pop. I need to get out of this. Okay, I think I was here before. Okay, so I just have to, oh, that's popping over on your side. I don't know what to do about it all. I think I went a bit too dark there, but I'll go over top of it again. Whispers, if you're still out there, give me some feedback on that. I just have to go in and close a window. I'm going to close that window. Hang on for just 1 second. I just want to... We're going to end the call. There we go. Traxer's off. And I'm just going to bring this back. Boop. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Let me see here. You're all this squeaking. I don't know what to do about all of this, but... Oh shoot, I did it again. Hang on. I gotta just erase it. Okay. Let's be a little bit more. So that was really great to have Traxer here for so long today, and Fanros followed us as well from the Twitch side. And yeah, let me know what you think of this. I mean, this is my first time doing this kind of thing. I've only been messing around with it. This is now my second day, but I really like it, and I do want to practice to get better. That is because I do want to be able to make my own assets and stuff like that. And I haven't studied it. It's just me messing around. But I think I like the see-throughness of some of this stuff. Just have to blend it better maybe. There. Seems that the swoop is working better for me, huh? Oops. Okay, let me see if I'm all the way at the top. Am I? Okay. Oh, actually, I like that. I like that. I don't know. What do you think, Whispers? If you're still there, let me know. Hey, Traxter. Red, orange, and yellow like fire would be lovely. Okay. Another time. Another time. I think I like this purple's actually behind me here. So, here's the start of a sunset. I don't know what to do with it from here, but I think I kind of like this as a beginning part. You think so? Oh, thank you. See, you're still my... See, if I put myself behind it, right? The colors are pretty nice. I don't know. See, what I have to do is I have to study what to do with... These are all the stuff that I'm making right now. Is like the backgrounds, and then details would have to go on layers in front of it all. That's what I have to learn what to do about it. But we've got to start. We got to start here, and I like these colors. So we got to start. So it's something with a fire, huh? All right. So I'm gonna put myself here. I don't know if Whispers is there or if they've stepped away. Traxer, I know you need to sleep, eh? But hey, this is a different kind of a night, and I've been wanting to draw for you guys again, but I've never, like, I do it by hand, so learning to use this stuff is different for me. I know that anyone out there who knows the least bit about art is probably looking at my stuff saying this is baby stuff that goes on in mommy's fridge, but whatever, I don't care, I like it. But if it means I can make my own assets and not get dinged, at least you guys can see the proof that it's coming from me, right? So this is, Whispers Sunset. We're going to start it like that. Going to start it like that. And we'll do one more. You want fire colors? You want it to be shaped like a fire Traxer if you're still there? Or do you want me to kind of close this? Okay, I'm going to show you something horrible. I can't draw with this. So this was just looking at, there's like anime style comic templates. This is horrible to look at, but it's like, I didn't know what to do. So since you said fire, I wanted to show you this. So I'm going to just show you really up close. So the first one was just like trying to figure out how to do a face. But then I did a campfire with little sparks coming out of it. I don't know if you can see that. So here's my, hey, so here's the, I don't know how to move it. Okay, so I'm just going to mess around. So face, here's my campfire. If you see at the top, I don't know if you see my cloud moving around, it's supposed to be a marshmallow and then little sparks flying from a campfire. That's a campfire. It's a cozy, crackly, fun campfire. Now, you be quiet, you. So here, let me move it over. So I was messing around yesterday, right? And I decided I really need to do just those generic backgrounds at first because, yeah, this is different. So then I'm showing like bird's eye view. I'm like a bird looking down. She's got this marshmallow that caught fire and she's looking at it, and we're really up close, and she doesn't care, she's gonna eat it anyways. So that's like really close to her upper lip, and they're still on fire. Here's her after she ate a whole bag of marshmallows. Down at the bottom there. Here, we'll get real close. This is terrible, I know. Anyways, that's her. Full of marshmallows, flaming marshmallows. It's flaming marshmallows with the campfire. You wanted a campfire. And in the end, here's the crumpled up old bag of marshmallows. We threw it on the fire so it's melting. I didn't know what I was drawing. There was no plan. And this happened very oddly. Very oddly. Just like, I don't have a feel for drawing with a mouse, really. I don't feel good. So that's my campfire. So now that you've seen that, I'm going to go start a new one. You want orange, yellow, red. I'm going to stick with the texture template. Just fire. I like this orange. It's Tractor's fire time now. And we're going to go with yellows. We need a red. I want a dark red. Fiery red. It's a fiery Revlon red. How you doing with my fire? So I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to do in the background. Shut it. Okay. I'm exploring here. I'm exploring. Okay. Now, we need more kind of orange. We need a nice, hot, here we go, kind of orange. These are sparks. I'm giving you man, I'm all business. La 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 la. Sparks. Oh wait. You get sound effects when I do this. La 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 la. I don't know what you were imagining. I'm gonna put our sparks over here. I actually like this color somehow. Yeah. What's wrong with this fire? It's fire. Do you want to go neon yellow? How ridiculous can I make this? La la, oh, I'm awake now. Woo! La 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 la. La 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 la. Drowning my oranges. La 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 la. Oh, that's kind of the same. La 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 la. We need some red. What kind of red are we getting here? You're aggressive. Are you kidding me? Are you, like, offended? You're aggressive, man. I'm too slow for you. It amuses me greatly, though. I don't know what kind of is a fire color here. We need it hot. We need this hot. La la, going on the outside edges. La 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 la. Oh, I ruined it. I ruined it. I don't know what to do now. La 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 la. La 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 la. Here, I got music. It's musical. Inspiration. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. La 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 la. What about this? Fire something got to see through in layers. It's always going. What do you mean you're offended? It does not. Like, you didn't specify how close or far we should be from this thing. I'm not close in person with this fire. It's like you're lying down at night. You want to be warm and not die. This is the view. Do you want candlelight? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna name this while you're still awake and can witness this. Traxxer's offended soul. If you look at it from far away and stare at it for like 2 minutes and then you stare at a white wall, you're gonna see fire. There's a message in my mouth. This is beautiful from when you shrink it and look at it from far away. This looks beautiful. You kidding me? You be quiet. I'm closing this. I'm gonna give you the unoffended, beautiful candle. Hang on. I'll give you a candlelight, all gentle and pure. Here we go. My friend, I am not at all. I don't want you to feel offended at all. I'm having fun with you. I told you. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. That's the background. On a soft green. Okay. Watch and see what I do for you. I'll call it Traxxer's nuclear soul if you don't want it to be offended soul. Wait and see what I do. I don't know what this will do, but I'm going to try it. Nope. Hang on. Hey, why didn't it go? Aww. Okay. I'm not done. I'm not done with you yet. Hang on. This. Okay. I don't know, something like that. Well, I tried to do, okay, so I tried to do the sides. Let's see the bumpy sides of the candle, but I used something different for the, let's see here. Just want to round off that piece. So the thing is, I have to figure out how to fill this in more solid. That's probably what's missing, right? Can't put it on this layer. Okay, looks like I'm stuck with the calligraphy tool now. So I don't know what this will actually end up doing. So since I started with this calligraphy tool, it's not letting me use the other kind of pen now. So I'm just trying to fill stuff in. That's different. Something like that. I'm gonna call it Traxxer's Piece. Pax Traxxer. On their official channel. I'm gonna have to see that later because I think once I go offline here. Well, I know I'd rather fix up the candle a little bit. Traxxer's Piece. I messed it up, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I can put back other colors later. I don't know. Okay, no problem. I don't know if whispers to themselves, if you're still out there. Traxxer, do you want me to put anything under the candle or just leave it like this? These are all just a study for me. This is the first time I've used a tool called calligraphy, but now that I've used it, it won't let me use other things, so I'm finding it hard to do anything else with it. But I do, again, I like the colors. See, I used to do this show starting at 10 and I go till 1 or 2 in the morning. So I feel funny about being so early, but at the same time, I've been on for a while and I do need to move around. And I do need to get my exercise in for the day too. I don't know why. It's not me. I think the Logitech is broken. And whatever my settings are, it just doesn't seem to be sticking. The candle? Alright, I'm going to save this. This is Traxxer's Piece. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something with these eventually. I think what I want to do is save the original stuff. That kind of looks nice. Oh, Whispers, you're there. Hang on. What did I just do? Okay, hang on. We just made something here. Okay. We just wanted to know if you were there. So did you see the sunset we started? We made this candle. This is called Traxxer's Piece, as in P-E-A-C-E. I like the colors in this thing. I'll say they're nice, vibrant colors. I do have to practice how to draw. No, we've been troubleshooting this, so my Logitech is broken. And I've set it to do Logitech because with my HyperX on, it was making me so far away. But if I turn the HyperX off, then no one can hear me. Even though my computer is set for Logitech to... So we think that the computer or the microphones are either broken or switching the settings on their own or something's going on. So I don't know what to do about it because I'm not in the realm for buying a new microphone right now. I'm really sorry about that. So we're gonna look at. So that's a campfire. So these are. So this is what we did while you were gone. That's called. Traxxer wants it to be a nuke. I say it's Traxxer's sadness of my how I draw fire. This is what we drew for you, but then I think you disappeared. Let me get out of the way. I like it. When I blow this up and I put me in it, the colors are really great. Now I know these are simple and just backgrounds, but I haven't learned art. I'm just messing around with you guys. I didn't take it in school or anything, but the colors look great. I may become the background of something. But I'm gonna like take copies of where I started in front of you guys, and then I'm gonna look up what artists would do with it for the next layer in front of it. Cause I'm just messing around. I got this 2 days ago, and yesterday I started messing with it, but today I'm doing it in front of your eyes. So this one we called Whispers Sunset. And you can see we got the attack of the lipsticks. That happened. That may end up I may end up using it. Okay, guys, can you please vote on this? If you had to look at this and move me out of the way, I'm gonna blow this up. If this is what you oh my gosh, it did it again. No. I have to be careful. It's so hard. I can't turn this thing off. Okay, if this is what you were staring at and you couldn't see anything around it, would this disturb you or could you find this relaxing? You're gonna have to tell me. Is this, I don't know. It doesn't bother me, but I usually like the see-through thing, and in this case, I don't know. Anyways, we call this the attack of the lipsticks. We did tonight, and you're seeing me learn. You're going to see this pink background later. You've already seen the green background already. Well, teal. When you guys came in, the red Traxxer. Beanie, beanie, beep, beep, beep. The mic sounds good. Okay, so you know what it is? When I am back away from the table, so when I'm farther from the mic, it's fine. When I lean forward, because I'm trying to read something to you guys, or I'm changing these screens, I'm too close to the microphone. That's what it is. And then we ended with Traxxer's piece. Because he wanted a fire that I didn't make crazy all over the page. So that's the calligraphy tool. I think I like the flame that I had on it originally, but I covered it, so now I'm going to have to do other things. But I like the candle. Kind of smooth. This is creepy. The candle's creepy. Oh no, the red one is creepy. We've got to be on a lag. I think we approve of this. Distance filtering. Does that look better now to everybody? That must look much better to everybody. My art from a distance. That's the key. It's a fell candle. Don't you recognize it? My fellow DK. There we go. We just have to look at all my stuff from the right distance. Far, far away. So this is all this stuff we did tonight. Just messing around. Yeah. So that's Krita, the free demo, which I downloaded for free. And it does have tutorials in it. I just haven't had time to look at it all. Oh, you meant the microphone. Look at how much we did. I don't know about you, but I really like the Traxxer's Offended Soul. I like it. I see for the microphones. You know what? I do have the manual. I never did read it, so I guess I'm going to have to take some time and read it. This might be my last weekend of freedom. I go back to work soon, so... So much to figure out. But I know it's worth it's time that I stop being lazy and I learn about all this stuff. But look, I'm just gonna do this. Ah! I'm not sorry. I like it. I don't know if I'll use Attack of the Lipsticks for the meditation though. I might keep the... So, look at this. This is what was in the background in something I did recently. And I just want to texturize like this. And I think in this design, in this shape, I think it's the best. And that's how I'm going to do all the color videos. See, just textured layers of scribble. But I can do it and it's mine and you've seen me do it so you know it's mine. As simple as it is, it's what I can do. I'll start with that. We'll see what happens a year from now. Yeah. I'm going to think positively about it. Start with what I can, and we'll go from there. The middle square. Okay, hang on. But you liked it at the time. You did so. Maybe what I should do with it, I'm going to make a copy just to test it out, is put one giant, very dark red square in front of the whole thing, like in the center of almost everything, but try to do it thin enough so you can still see all the layers of other squares behind it, just so like you have like the depth perception. I don't know. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Maybe I should do like picture frames going inward. Yeah. I think that's good. So this is Krita. This is what we did today in Krita. And some of this may end up somewhere. Traction, I may want to use your peace candle. Although, I think I liked what I originally did with the flame. So we'll have to see. Because once I started using calligraphy, it wouldn't let me use anything else. So that made it very awkward to fill it in. But there it is. Something for another day. I guess I'm yawning. I think I do need to take a break. Tomorrow I will be online if you check my schedule. And if for some reason something's not on my schedule, but I believe it is, I think I'm going to be on Twitch tomorrow. It'll be the last time I do a big stint, like 4 to 5 hours, to help watchers get their, the green gurgle baby Murloc plushie house decor. And if I come back on tonight, it's because there's 2 guildies that may or may not come back to watch me on Twitch to get it. But I did tell them how to get it, so they could always watch other streamers too. But I think right now I do need to take a break for a little bit. You need to sleep. I think, so Traxxer, see how I did pink? I think that's what I need to do with red for the video I want to do. I think it needs to be soft. But I can use the squares for something else. We called it Attack of the Lipsticks. I feel obligated to create a story or a DIY video about making lipsticks. I used to do that. Beautification DIYs. I could bring that back. It is in keeping with stuff I've done in the past. We could use it as a background for that. Then I won't need to put a big square on it. Yeah. Well, I want to thank everyone that's been here with us tonight. We've been on both Twitch and YouTube tonight. If I do get a second wake up in the middle of the night or early morning, I'll get on the Twitch side so that I can help people get that Murloc. If not, I will be back tomorrow. It's in my schedule. And I'll just, you know what, I'll pop them a message because they're in my Facebook. The Horde Guildies that we're going to come and do it. So I'll just let them know to look for me on Saturday. And I'm going to rest my eyes because last night I didn't sleep much. I didn't sleep very well. And it was really, really cold. Because we had a massive storm last night. And I'm looking forward to finishing. There's so many scripts that I have to actually produce. The pink one, I filmed my voice. I have all the visuals, but I have to put it together. I have to do all the editing now. And then if it works out, I'm going to be pumping out a bunch of that. And I still have a bunch of memes to pump out. I'm trying to do as much as I can this weekend because in another week I'm going to get busy again. And I'm going to not be online as much as I used to be. I'm so sorry and so happy at the same time. But you know what? We did a lot of different things, covered a lot of different topics. That's what Tuckin' and Chill Nights are for. And thanks for helping me out with getting the Endeavors open for my 2 guilds because they can't do it if I didn't open it up and I had no idea. So thank you for all your insider tips. Thank you for giving us your live voice today as well so people could hear you. I love that. And if anyone else out there of our subscribers wants to join me, find me on the Facebook side. Traxxer and I have figured out that if I make a phone call to you over our Facebook connection, we can hear you talk to us live if that's easier for people that are busy working with their hands, looking away from the screen, but they just want to talk and let everybody hear you. They know the real people behind all of our gamer names. That's just awesome. And you don't have to, but enjoy the ones that are brave enough to do it with me. Thank you so much for making it a really fun and unique night. And thanks, Fan Notice Fabros out there and everyone who's lurking. Thanks, Whispers. I know you're out there somewhere, everybody. And thank you, shout out as well to Carrie Mage Mini Skelly because Voodoo Hunter has put the Mini Skelly meme on his phone as the background. Thanks so much for that. I'm so honored. I'm so happy. You guys inspire me, and I'm glad I can inspire you right back. Yeah. So everybody have a wonderful night. I'm going to take a break. I don't know if I'll be back tonight. I will be back tomorrow. Just take a look at my schedule in the posts on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to be popping in between Twitch and YouTube all weekend next week. After that, I don't know. But, you know, I'll always have my Tuesday nights and either a Thursday or a Friday every week. Oops. And Sundays. Oops. You got to see my bottom of my corset there. Oops. All right. So I'm going to close down Krita for today. Thanks for entertaining me. I'll just go float around in the rest of the universe for the rest of the night. Here I am. And thanks, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching us asynchronously, the Choose Your Own Adventure that I wrote and everyone's been playing with me. Traxxer, you survived twice. Fanrose, you survived once. Both Traxxer and Fanrose are now named for pets in the WoW game, too. You're my pets. I can hug you when I want. Yeah, I don't like Discord. I don't know. So we can all talk at the same time while I'm streaming, though? Because I don't know if everyone who's talking there would want to be heard having a conversation. That's the part I'm not sure. Like, I used to use Discord for my guild when we were raiding and stuff. Or Ventrilo. But there are some guildies that just want to listen and not be heard by the world. I don't know. I understand why. Everyone's telling me to do it. Also, I've got some fans out there, Cow and Cat, who asked me to join Overwatch. I think that I downloaded it. I was going to play with them tonight, but I guess I got busy. I'll need a break. I'll have to check in with them, too, and see what's up. But at some point, you guys are going to see me get into Overwatch again. It's been a while. No, I think I was in Stargate or Star or whatever, and now I'm going to try Overwatch. So we're going to see me doing something new on Gamer Night soon. Coming up next week, if not this one. If not this weekend. All right. I know I signed off a few million times. I'm terrible at saying goodbye. I wish you would hang up first. I really wish you would. But okay, I'm leaving now. This is Venus Krita. So ending an early tucking and chill night. I hope you're all taking good care of yourselves, having fun out there. Stay warm, stay hydrated. Oh, and I'm going to take my last swig of Buddha tea. It's a white tea tonight, and it's slightly fruity. To your health and mine, everybody. Chin chin. No, it's going to be Overwatch 2, because it's a free one from Blizzard. Ooh, I took 3 chugs of that. All right, time for me to meet my Fitbit for the next hour. Take care out there. Tracks are good night, and please sleep well. Thank you for all your help making this a fun evening. Thank you, Fan Rose, for playing along. Thank you, Whispers, for checking in. And thank you, everybody else out there who's staying anonymous, and that's okay. I just want to acknowledge you're there. Thanks for watching. Everybody, thanks for making this a great experience for me. Take care out there.